Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for The Love Experiment Season 1, Episode 4. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, y'all, let's get into it if we're going to get into it. When the episode first opens up, we're here with all of the ladies in this room after Paige kissed Chris. So after the kiss, Paige is still wondering if Justin feels away. And does. Okay? He definitely feels away. Paige, I feel like you're here for a good time, not a long time. I don't think that she's there to settle down. Some of her conversations are very surface level. I don't think she's really ready to just settle down with none of these men. She just sees fine men and it's like a kid in a candy store. I want you, that flavor. And that's what it's giving me. She feels like, she should have pulled Chris to the side instead of kissing him in front of everybody. And Marz is like, no, don't worry about that. That's what your heart told you to do and that's what you did. I mean, I don't think she should have kissed those men back to back, but that's just me. So they come back out to play this card game. And so Paige is asking Justin to come sit next to her. And baby, he acted like he ain't even hear her. And see, no, sir. Because although I understand him having an attitude and being upset, you knew what it was when you signed up. You knew that you were not the only one. Now, was she wrong? Absolutely. But I mean, you sitting here in your feelings like that. I feel like if the roles were reversed and men were in control and they were kissing all the women, he wouldn't want it to be a problem. It wouldn't be a problem then. I'm like, sir, don't be in your feelings. They could have been mad at you spending the night. But nobody said nothing. You've already done your due, so now you mad at him? Goodbye and good night. Moving forward. So Tamara is like, oh, he's mean. That's low. Not he mean, girl. But yeah, he is, honey. He got something to him. It's something behind them eyes, and he ain't fooling me. Okay, I'm telling y'all. When you've been around the world and you know exactly what to look out for and something ain't right. So the game is a game of questions. So they ask the men, what's the pettiest thing that you've done to get back at an ex after a breakup? So Jamal, who's there for Tamara, he said that him and his ex broke up. It was around Thanksgiving. He had a Friendsgiving and he invited all of her friends, but didn't invite her. I'm telling you right now, I would never speak to them again if they went to their Friendsgiving. Because first of all, you know damn well that you don't see me in the place to be. Why are you there as my friend and I'm not there? And if we break up, y'all break up too. You don't get to keep hanging out, honey. We're done. So if we're done, then y'all are done as well. Ciao. So after they get past that with Jamal, then Justin is like, yeah, so what I did was I slept with my ex's little sister. Y'all, when that came out of that man's mouth, this is not petty. That's nasty and vindictive. I feel like this is what I was thinking when he said that. Because I mean, he could have given us something mild like, I pissed in her Cheerios. Not literally, but figuratively. Or I told her I had a girlfriend and I didn't. Something like that. I feel like he went all the way to the left so he could hurt Paige, get her mad because she kissed Chris. Which means that you are still petty and vindictive like that. Because that could have really hurt her if she was really feeling you the way you feeling her. So to me, it will never work. Absolutely not. So she jumps up and she's like, Justin, I need to talk to you outside. So they go outside and they're talking. So she's asking him, like, what's up with this? Like, have you changed? Are you still that way? Like, what's going on? Now, I have to say that we all do have a past. I'm not gonna lie. We all do have a past. But what type of stuff is that? Her sister? I wouldn't be able to get past that because that's a different level of spite. It's one thing to maybe say something, oh, well, that's why I ain't never liked them ugly wigs you were wearing or something, being petty, but to sleep with her sister? He claims he's a different person and he was a different person back then and all this other kind of stuff. He walks away. She thought he was being a jerk, but he actually went to go get her a blanket. I mean, that was nice because I hate being cold. But, sir, who is this family that you destroyed? Honey, I need to get this family on the line. Family. Baby, I need these sisters. Like, that is a huge red flag. A huge red flag. I mean, the blanket was a nice touch though, but it's gonna take more than a throw blanket to make me forget that you destroyed some family, honey, and sleeping with the sister and the other sister and the... Now, honey, what's the next level? You gonna sleep with my mama because you mad at me? Oh, hell no. So they get back inside, the women go back to their rooms, and then the men get a text. They have to impress the women and express themselves to them at an open mic night. So the ladies also get a text, and it's telling them to prepare for a show, but pay attention because they have to choose one man to go on an overnight trip. So it's the next day. Marz and Tamara are going for a coffee date, and because Paige does not have a third suitor, she's going to stay back at the hotel. The day with Marz and Ashawn, I really did like that day. So they go on this little date. They're walking, they're talking, and so they sit down on this bench. So she goes, yeah, what you feel about weaves and wigs? And I mean, I might need you to help me take down my hair. Now, don't cut my hair, okay? Cut the track. Don't cut my hair. And, you know, they start laughing about it or whatever. And he said he was more than happy to help. In the confessional, he said that his ex of 7 years was a black woman. So he's good on that. And I was like, oh, okay. You know what? I am liking Ashawn. I really am. He's different. Sometimes you need to think outside of the box. And I mean, I just like something about him I actually do like. With Tamara and Josiah, they're also taking a walk. And I feel like they look really nice together, but I'm not quite sold on Josiah. Not all the way. But they do look good. Same height. I mean, it's just really giving. But Tamara looks good with whoever you put her with, except Ryan. I don't see it there. It's not aesthetically going together. But she looks really good with Josiah. Back over with Paige, she's back at the suite and she gets a text from Justin saying that he had something for her. So she was like, oh, I'm kind of nervous. Like, what he got for me? So he gets to the suite. He brings her green Skittles because that's her favorite color. You trying to turn that red flag green. Hell no. Nope. It ain't gonna happen. I see what you did there. I mean, I do like that he paid attention to detail. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, okay? If I were back in my 20s and he brought those green Skittles and purposely picked out every green Skittle and put them in a Ziploc bag specifically for me, it would have been on and popping. I mean, it just would have done something to me. But now that I'm older, I see things differently. Yes, it's nice. It's the small things that count. It is a wonderful gesture. And I mean, he also brought her a Sprite because the bottle is green. I like it. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I smiled because, baby, that's a cute gesture. But the only thing that worries me is how he's going to react when she makes him mad. Like, you got to think about, look, if I would have thought about all the things that were said to me and sat back and really observed rather than just going with my, my Hello Kitty and being excited about a man because he's fine, I would have saved myself a lot of heartache. He's already told her the type of person that he is. Granted, people change, people evolve, people grow up, they grow out of things, but that little mean streak, I don't know now. Sometimes it's hard to get rid of that. And he a Scorpio too, baby. You know, they will sting your ass. So for me, I just don't feel like he's done with that. I just don't, honey. Because I'm going to tell y'all a story time. It's not really a story time. Y'all remember the old school McDonald's apple pies? The ones that had like the cinnamon on top. They were baked. They just tasted so good. Well, I had a huge obsession with those apple pies. And when I met my soon-to-be ex-husband, I remember that he would bring me those apple pies all the time because he knew that I liked them. And, back then I was just like, wow, he pays such great attention to me. Yeah, me and every other heifer he see coming past him. Sometimes it be game, honey. I don't know. But that's just me. That's just my experience. It could be totally different. Moving forward. Back over with Tamara and Josiah, she's telling him that she's not into meaningless relationships. You have to teach people how to love you. She's like, yeah, teach me how to love you. He's like, yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. She says, so you happy to be here? Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Do you have anything else to say besides that? So she gets in the confessional. She's like, one thing about him, he's sweet. And, I love what he was telling me. Girl, what exactly did he tell you besides I'm loving it? What did he say? I missed it. He ain't been saying much of nothing. So she said that brisk walk that they took gave her, I need to take him home to meet the family. Girl say, what now? Not you want to take this man home to meet no family over this. Girl, okay. In the next scene over with Justin is telling Paige that he realized, where he fell short in the past. And every day people are evolving. We all make mistakes. And he's working toward being a better him. And baby, you know Paige was eating it up, okay? Eating them and them green Skittles right on up. I mean, yeah, that's true. We all are a work in progress. Nobody is perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. But it ain't really just a mistake to fall off up in somebody else's sister. I mean, it just don't make a child. I don't know. It just will be a no for me, big dog. In the next scene, the men are practicing for the open mic night. You have Eunuch, Jamal, and Chris. They're doing this dance routine, so they're practicing that. Over on the side, Josiah talking about, I really got to bring it because, it's an overnight trip, and you know what happens on an overnight trip. No, what? See, that's what I'm talking about. What makes you automatically assume that sex will be involved? What makes you think that? And so you want to win so you can smash? Okay, got it. Justin, you over there practicing, but you already had an overnight trip. You should be disqualified, truth be told. So it's time for the open mic night, y'all. It's time. Everybody's looking good. I'm sure they're smelling good. The men are going to perform for the women. Now, one thing I love about this show is that all three of the women seem like real women, not these industry women, not women that they found that have been on several reality shows. The men all seem good and real as well. Everybody is here just to have a good time. Also, I love the fact that it is all about the women. The women's choice, because oftentimes on these dating shows, it's always the women running behind the men. Ooh, I hope he chooses me. Ooh, I hope he picks me. But this time it's totally different, and the men can't handle it. We had Kenny, he couldn't handle it. Now we got Justin, he could barely handle it. You get what you get and you don't pitch a fit. So anywho, it's time for the open mic. Chuck, he's the MC. Chuck, you can go home because you aren't giving anything. They could have hired an MC. He talking about my talent is me being the MC so she can see that I can be a jack of all trades. That's not showing nothing. That's not showing me nothing. That's showing me that you are taking the easy way out. You don't feel that you need to impress me. You sitting up here shucking and jiving on this mic, introducing the next man and the next man, that's giving nothing. What does that have to do with you proving to me that you are the man that I need to be with? Chuck, you can go. Thank you. Thank you for your services. Moving forward. So baby, Chris, Jamal, and Eunuch, they get up there. Sunny days, everybody loves them. Tell me, baby, can you stand the rain? Baby, when I tell you they was dancing, oh my goodness, honey. Dancing and emphasizing. Y'all comment down below if y'all know where that's from. They was dancing and emphasizing, baby. They were getting their best man holiday on. Do you hear me? Doing this dance routine to Can You Stop the Rain? Let me just say this. Let me just say this for me. I love to see a man that can move. Oh my gosh. I love a man that can dance. Jamal was giving everything in that turtleneck, baby. Do you hear me? I said, look at him in that white turtleneck. I almost forgot about that hairline, not hairline. And I said, baby, look at Jamal. Okay, Jamal. They looked so good. Chris had his shirt off, of course, because, he putting his best chest forward. I just felt like Chris was trying to show off rather than focus on Paige. I feel like he rests on his chest and his good looks. You ain't giving nothing up, so cover yourself up. I feel like he was dancing all off to the side. The other men were like making eye contact, really just up on their women. I don't know. It just didn't give for me. It just didn't give. Jamal was giving it to Tamara, honey, giving her a little dance down in front of her, just giving all that he has. And, I just thought that it was everything. I was like, baby, this is everything. And that was the opening act. So they are going to be hard to follow. So after they do that, Justin was off to the side second guessing himself after that little performance that they did. That dance was sexy as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know. It was just the culmination of them all looking so nice and handsome, and they were dancing, and the music was. Oh, baby, it was everything. Tamara up there talking about, oh, she tingled. Oh my goodness, she tingled, ma'am. Tamara, no. And girl, I heard you say you were a Virgo. Okay, it don't take much. I ain't gonna lie to you. See, that's why I said I saw myself in you when I was younger. Okay, girl, no. Don't let it tingle. Okay. Put it on ice. Don't be so easy to be impressed. Okay. Don't be so easily impressed, honey. They got to do more than that. So then Josiah comes up next, and he up there in them tight breeches, honey. dancing to Pony by Genuine. I can't stand that song. I know that's an unpopular opinion, but I do not like Pony by Genuine. I think I'm the only person that does not like that song. And I'm a music buff. I pretty much can get down with the get down. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm going to sing it if I hear it. But I don't know. It just used to be somebody that I ain't like. I don't know. Anywho, Josiah was up there giving that pony, honey. It was giving freestyle. It almost looked like a Sims character. I said, okay, Josiah. Baby, he was up there doing that thing. So he did that. I really feel like he didn't have anything prepared. He saw those men dancing, so he just went up there and danced the pony child. So then Sean comes up, and he said he was going to sing a song by Mario, but then he started talking about Friday and Friday After Next. The comedy was giving confusion, okay? It was giving absolutely nothing. Sir, what is this? Don't be sorry. Be careful, okay? Because this right here is a fool. So then Justin gets up. He recites this poem to Paige about black love. And Paige was like, I'm confused by it. I mean, I thought it was okay. What were you confused by? He was talking about black love and men. What exactly? Okay. She was confused. Then Ryan, the CWB, the little cute white boy, he comes up on stage and he wanted Tamara to come up on stage and join him. So they're sitting there and he's staring into her eyes. And I mean, I feel like that was a sweet form of intimacy. It doesn't always have to be grinding and gyrating or holding hands or doing this or doing that. I feel like sometimes just sitting still and being present can be a form of intimacy. But Ryan, with Tamara, you're going to have to do a little better than that. You really are, because, baby, the men are coming guns a-blazing. So you're going to have to do a little better. Tamara's like, well, he sees me. Girl, you have said that about everybody. All three of them see you. Over with Jamal, he comes back up for a second try to really get Tamara's attention. So he comes up there with this poem that brought Tamara to tears. Now, don't get me wrong. I love a good spoken word. Okay, snaps. 2 snaps in a circle. But I didn't hear nothing that would bring me to tears. Not nothing. I feel like Justin's poem might have been a little bit more in-depth than Jamal's. But, I mean, she was crying and whatnot, y'all. She liked it. Tamara, I feel like you're still on a high from that dance routine. She's like, oh my gosh, he sees me. Ma'am. Girl, goodbye, good night. So now it's time for the ladies to choose who to take on an overnight trip. Tamara chose Jamal. Marz chose Aishan. And Paige chooses Chris. And Justin, I hope you ain't getting mad, because like I said, you already had your sleepover. Ryan may as well go home as well, because he never gets chosen for nothing. And I do mean not nothing. Every time it's time to get a date or any one-on-one or anything, Ryan doesn't get it. And also, he was close to going home last episode, so he might as well pack it up and take Chuck with you. Moving forward. In the next scene, the ladies are on the way to the lodge, and they're all talking about the men, right? So the men arrive first. The chalet is beautiful, and I mean, it is decked out. Do you hear me? Ready for some grown people fun. So they get a text telling them that they could potentially be eliminated. So Jamal is like, I'm worried. I got to really make sure I'm paying attention to everything I say and do, because, we could be going home. Well, I feel like if you're being yourself, you don't need to worry about that. Either she gonna like you or she don't. Like, what are you talking about? You got to watch what you say. What are you planning on saying that's going to get you sent home? So in the car, Tamara is talking about, yeah, me and Jamal, we just have this sexual chemistry. We're always just looking at each other. She was like, this may be a first kiss type of date. So Paige and Marz, they're quiet. And I was just like, why they being so quiet? Normally they got something to say. So then we find out in the confessional, Marz is like, I have something I know about Jamal. He may not be all that he's cracked up to be. And I was thinking to myself, girl, let me find out. So then they take a commercial and they come right back. My thing is this. If you know something, say it before I even get comfortable. As my friend, let me know so I can let them go. You got to let me be able to air it out. Don't let me get caught up and then you tell me. And why is Paige being quiet? Does she know as well? See, I would be pissed. Do you hear me? I would be so mad. I would never let my friend walk in blindly if I know something about a man. That's what my friends let me do with that soon-to-be ex-husband. They knew he was a trash can. Let me walk right on up into it. Try to be your own people. So they finally arrive. And, all the women are greeting the men and everything. And Paige tells Chris, I would love a good hot chocolate. He gonna say, well, you already got that. He go, your hot chocolate right here. See, that's what I mean. That's what I mean by as my older self, because he wasn't listening to her. I feel like he's very self-absorbed. No, I want hot cocoa, extra marshmallows, hold the whipped cream. Honey, we can use it later. I'm just kidding. Or am I? But no, really and truly, I was asking for real hot cocoa, honey. I wasn't asking for you. Child, you know Justin would have made that right away. Do you hear me? He would have whipped it right on up. I do like O'Shawn and Marz. I mean, I think they're cute together. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I like the way they look together. It's cute. So Marz is like, I just feel so guilty because a few days ago, this is how it went down, y'all. Eunuch was on the phone with Jamal, and she overheard Jamal call Tamara a T-Rex. T-Rex? So he's saying she looks like a dinosaur. And she done packed lingerie? Oh, hell no. See, Tamara says she packed some lingerie. Why would a dinosaur want to dress up in lingerie? Baby, if you call me a damn dinosaur and I'm dressed in my Savage Fenty, it's going to be hell to pay. And Marz, I'm side-eyeing you because no matter when you got the information, you know it now. So why are you letting this play out? Talking about, I hope he can say or do something that will make me. No, girl, this is your friend, your best friend. It doesn't matter what he says or does. He thinks your friend looks like a dinosaur. And I know he ain't gonna want no baby dinosaurs sitting around talking about, not the mama, not the mama. So you need to tell. Oh, child. This is ridiculous. My girl do not look like no dinosaur. Do you hear me? Over on the other side, Chris and Paige go for a walk in the snow because they're all going on their little dates. And she wants to know more about him. She claims. She's like, I don't want him to distract me by his chest. So now that he has to put his chest away, maybe I can get to know more. Like, tell me something, bro. Tell me something about yourself. And y'all just listen to what they talk about. Over with Marz and O'Shawn, they go on a zip line above the snow. And I really like the idea, but honey, I'm going to need my feet firmly planted on the ground. And I hate being cold. So this will be an all to the no for me. But, you know, maybe when I'm in the moment, if it's a guy I like, maybe. But yeah, but it was so cute. Jamal and Tamara, they go to an ice bar to have drinks. Back over with Paige and Chris, you know, she's kind of joking with him, telling him, you know, you're not losing your virginity on this trip, right? Girl, I see what you're doing. I see the reverse psychology. And so he's like, I never said that. What would make you think that I thought that? So, you know, they're kind of laughing. He said, look, I didn't say I was pure. I said I was a virgin. She's like, oh, okay. So you gonna go down there and feast? She ain't say that. She said a little bit more vulgar, but honey, they can say that on MTV, but on YouTube, absolutely not. Ma'am, you worse than a man. I thought you wanted to get to know him, asking him if he gonna go downtown to feast. Girl, anyway. And sir, if you doing all that, you may as well whip it out. Sometimes going down there is more intimate than sex. Like, what is going on? He's like, yeah, you know, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm gonna do that, but that has happened in the past. Well, she's looking for it to happen on this trip because when they were walking away, he said something. She was like, I don't want to hear all that lawyer stuff. I want to know what's going on tonight or something like that, she said. And I was just like, ugh, girl, what? So he's telling her, he's like, yeah, you know, I give the impression that I'm doing that, but I'm really not. And he wants black men to know that you can still look the part even though you're not doing it. Why do you need to look the part? Why can't you just be confident in the fact that you are not throwing your body at any old body? I mean, I feel like it's nice that you aren't out here just giving your body away. But you need to keep your mouth off all them ladies' body parts as well. Okay, just keep your mouth to yourself. Moving forward. So they end up sharing another kiss, Paige and Chris, that is. I mean, I feel like Paige needs to slow down on all that kissing. I don't know nothing about Chris except that he's a virgin. And you claimed you wanted to get to know more and we ain't knowing nothing. Then on the preview for next week, you asked him if he handles his business on his own. What you think he doing? Girl, goodbye and good night. Back over with Tamara and Jamal, they're taking shots and they're playing truth or dare. But he wants to play truth or truth. So he asked her where he stands in the running. She said she couldn't tell him because they all bring something different and she likes all of them. So in the confessional, she said that men in the past have hurt her, but she doesn't feel like Jamal is going to hurt her. She's like, I don't feel like that man's going to hurt me. Girl, what are you talking about? We don't even know him for real yet. You don't know him. And according to Marz, he getting ready to hurt your damn feelings. That's what he finna hurt. So what are you talking about? So then as they're playing, he dared her to kiss him, and she actually did it. Oh, when I tell y'all I was pissed, I was like, no, girl, Marz, why did you not tell her before she kissed this man? He up there talking about the kiss is just electric. Honey, it's the liquor. Okay, it's the liquor, because that kiss looked just as dry as it wanted to. Honey, y'all need to get over there with Paige and let her teach y'all how to open that mouth. Baby, Paige be kissing. Do you hear me? But this right here, honey, it wasn't giving absolutely nothing. Here go Marz. I just feel so bad. I just really don't. Marz, you don't feel that bad, or you would have told her. And that was the end of the episode. Baby, that episode went by so quick. I was like, no, I want more. I really like this show, y'all. I don't know if it's because, it's young love and, they're just trying to navigate through. I don't know if it's the realness of it. I don't know what it is, but I just think it's so cute. I really do. Y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about the episode if you watched it. Let me just say this. It comes on MTV on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. So if that's too late for you, then DVR it. And we're going to get into it over here on the reviews. And I'll tell you what went down, honey. But it is good to me. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.